So here we are again, everyone,
Cheers.
for an espresso
Cheers,
mail call. Yes, it's the one mail call that keeps you up at night. That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
We
That's
got
Steve
some of our
on his
usual
YouTube
suspects.
looking for stuff afterwards.
I keep
staying up
forgetting
at
that
night.
Gary B has this
Searching,
copyright.
scrolling.
The usual stuff. We got some of the suspects here. We have Steve the Voice White Walker. How are you, Steve?
G'day, eh?
Good day. He has his new comic book day video up, some really interesting stuff. So after you watch this, because there's going to be some interesting stuff here tonight, make sure you go to Steve's channel and check it out. All right. And right below me, we have the person who tried out for center on the New York Knicks many years ago. He's about 7'10", and that's Mark Andrews.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. I'm not. No, Joe. I would never even
You're close.
try.
You're close. Hey, Mark, when I stand next to you, I felt like a pygmy. So anyway, but good to have you again, Mark. I appreciate you showing up.
Thanks
And the
for
one
having
and only, the walking encyclopedia of comic books. Yes, there he is, Chuck, Encyclopedia of Comic Books, Hensey. How are you, Chuck?
I'm doing great. I feel like they've got a detective series named after me now.
I think that makes good. That makes a lot of sense to me. Makes a lot of sense to me.
There you go.
So we got some. I know I've got some pretty good books. I don't know about the rest of these guys. So I think we also have a couple of rabbit holes that people might have to jump down because I found a couple myself when I was going through. So I'm in a particular rabbit hole right now, which I'll tell you guys about in a minute. Anyway, so Steve, do you want to start us off this time?
Sure, why not?
Great, fantastic.
Holy cow.
Holy cow is
Okay,
right.
so the books that I picked up were from the Black Friday deal. So I'm just going to show the ones. They were just $1 books too, which is awesome.
$1
So
book.
I got a bunch of Bronze Age and one Silver Age book, all
Fantastic.
for $1.
Oh, Steve, before you begin, I forgot to acknowledge the chat. Can you hold on with that?
Yeah,
weird
go ahead.
world?
Let's go back to the chat. Sure.
I forgot all about it. All right. So, Terry says that he set his alarm, and I think he did show up.
He did.
Yeah, Las Cruces. Yeah. James. Yeah, hooray for you too.
What's going on, brother?
Woo-hoo to you too. And Brad, of course, he always has to miss the live show because he has to go drilling. I mean, I don't understand this guy. What's more important, getting oil to us or watching this show? I don't get it.
Cutting down trees.
Steve is saying hello to people. Yes, it is Friday the 13th, but I decided I was going to ignore it.
Oh, we got Jerry.
We'll see what happens. Sith Lordly from Spine Ticks, how are you? Good to have you here. Hopefully, I haven't been feeling too well the last few Saturday nights. Hopefully, I'll be okay tomorrow night. We'll see. All right. And there he is. Yes, Terry does show up. The alarm worked. Very good. Very good. And Jerry the Jitterbug. Jerry, how are you?
There we go. Hello.
Yeah.
He's doing well. He's doing well. And let's see if that's it. We have Brian Elsie. Yes, Brian. Good to see you.
Brian. The Godfather himself.
Yes, and Trev. Hello, Jeff.
My brother.
Now, that's what I like about Trev. Trev knows to put my name first. I mean, that's very, very important.
Citing correct.
I'm a firecracker tonight. That's because this is all full of espresso.
Yeah, but it ain't just espresso.
Yeah, I know.
It's got a little shot of sauce.
Let's see if we missed anybody else. Got Trev already. There he is. Forgetting the chat. That's because I saw you and I was trying to avoid you, Jackson. No. All right.
The man who unsubbed
the most. I think. We'll see as the time as it goes on. All right. I think we have gotten everyone now. Okay, Jackson? All right.
We good?
So sorry about that, Steve. So Weird War, DC. That's a great title.
That is.
Yeah. And again, it was Black Friday, but I think I was there on the Sunday. So Black Sunday deals, it was going through the whole weekend. They had 20% off of their slabs and like 30 or 40% off of their big books, which I got a decent one here that I'm going to show at some point. But we're just going to go through the dollar books right now. So it's going to be a bit of a theme going on here. So I think this one was like 28 or something. 24. Okay, so that's issue 24.
You're gonna get those for $1 because they look in good shape too.
Yeah, you know what? Some of them aren't bad. Some of them are really rough. Like this is number 28, and it's like really clean. I was surprised. But some of the lower numbers for this are really expensive. Some of these
Yes,
books.
yes, they are.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Holy crap! I started looking them up and I went, Jesus, this is not necessarily a rabbit hole that I want to get into. And isn't 93 the Creature Commando first appearance?
Yes, that
That's
is.
the
Yes, I
popular
think
one?
so. Yeah,
93, 94, somewhere in there.
93, I think. Yeah.
This one's pretty rough, but again, bucks. So
I have a few of those that I bought as a kid, and they're all rough.
I love the cover. Well, you know, they've been read like this one here. Like whatever the kid was, he read it
Yeah.
like crazy.
And read it and
Just
read it.
Awesome
right.
covers though. And you know, and they got multiple stories in all these books. There's like at least I think it's 3 stories in here.
You know, and a lot of the books back then, even going back to the 12 centers and 10, they were like 8-page stories basically.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They were
yeah.
32 to 36 pages long.
quick and
But-
dirty.
and they were great- yeah, and they were great opportunities for young writers and artists to sort of get in a crack with eight pages. You know,
Yeah.
It's
Except for this one. This one here
just lost
says
8 pages.
it's special and unusual full-length war novel.
Okay.
So I've only read some of these ones. This is number 37.
Yeah, those are good. For a buck, you did really well, Steve.
Jackson reminds us
Pretty
that it's
short
about
enough.
Canadian.
That's like, yep.
Yeah.
Right now,
so-
that's about right.
Yeah, so that's like, so American, it's like 25 cents or something.
Four
Isn't that
bucks for a
bad, is
buck.
it, the exchange rate?
It's bad.
Is it?
Very bad. Very
Another
ungood.
reason to go
Are you
to
saying we need to go visit you, Mark? Is that what you're
Yeah,
trying to
because we're
Yeah.
never coming back down there.
No, not for a long, long
Who
time.
who said we
another
were,
reason to go to Fan Expo, right?
You said we
Yeah.
weren't spotting. I mean, you know, it's
You guys can come up here and check out what all the stuff that we got.
Yeah.
Another cool cover.
What issues are what? Like, can you just say the issue
Okay,
number? Steve?
That one's 46.
yeah.
Yeah. See, those
This
are
one
for a
was
buck.
45.
That's
yeah.
great.
For $1, that's a great purchase. I mean,
That
those
is
books
an
are so
awesome
hot right
purchase
now.
for $1.
Yeah.
One's number 48.
And I love
I
this
just
series.
love the covers.
You know,
Yeah,
because
this
That is
is
it.
the-
stories were like science fiction stories
Yep.
Yeah.
placed, you know, during like World War II or what have you, you know?
yeah.
So
And
to
then you
me,
got
that
like
was
like
great.
skeleton Nazis and
Yeah, I gotta find mine.
supernatural and like
Now I
this,
want to read
like
them.
freaking dinosaurs and stuff with a skeleton Nazi on it. Like that's awesome.
Yeah. Yep.
That's number 51.
Yes. Seth, you should have a couple of these on your show.
Yes.
Yes.
So they had like a whole run there with between the Creature Commandos and others of like this dinosaur island and stuff.
Mhm.
So that one there may be tying in with that. So exactly, Rob. Let's hit that
Yes.
thumbs up.
Thumbs
don't
Or
know
else
up.
how
you can
many-
find Weird War at this time of night.
Yes.
You know, I'm
Weird
a
War
little
is
bit jelly of you getting all those weird war comic books for like, I would have bought those in 2 seconds.
Yep.
You know?
Well, this is from my old LCS, and he got a 500,000 book collection, and he's shipping it up from the States.
500,000?
500,000 freaking books that he's bringing
Yeah.
up from the States. Like it's a ridiculously massive collection, and it's coming on like multiple trucks to come up, and he's been loading.
All
the
right, guys,
bins
here's
and-
what we do. When we find out that caravan is coming, we put on our masks, take out our
You
pistols.
need
Right.
to hijack that.
Fortunately, Mark is a professional at this.
You're
so we
talking
should all
to the
be
wrong
good.
Mark, you know how
No.
it works.
No, he's making a phone
Just gonna-
call right
just gonna
now.
turn it
Okay,
around the other way.
I got a tip for you boys at the border.
Well, Sith says it's 500,000 Turok number 1.
Yeah, 500,000 Turok number ones.
Yeah, that's all it is. 500,000 Turoks.
Mark's going to claim there's contraband in it. And that's why he has to search through everything to make
Yeah.
sure.
Exactly.
It's some
Exactly.
ridiculous number. I can't remember exactly what it was, but I know it's a high number of books that this guy picked up, and
Wow.
it's a huge collection. It's probably from a store or maybe even multiple stores. I don't know. Usually that's what
Like
what
10
the
pounds
case is.
each on
Yeah.
eBay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like you can't get them for like that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Lost in Space. Nice. Gold key.
1966, baby. So now we're in the Silver Age.
Yep.
Well, Rob, you can't send anything to these guys by I wanted
Not
to
right
send
now.
these two Canadians something, and I can't.
Yeah, at least
Well-
not through Canada Post. You'd have to do it through the other ridiculously
Yeah,
expensive
you're going to be
company.
able to start
No
doing that
UPS
again
or
next
FedEx,
Monday.
forget that.
Okay.
Yeah, they're getting arbitrated back. They finally come to their senses that the shit they're asking for is just stupid.
Yeah, I saw that. They're going to tell them to come back until May.
And then
Yeah.
they'll lay off half of them.
Let's not get political, Steve. Let's talk comics.
Okay, that's my first round, Joe. So
That's pretty
Bunch
good.
of-
First
bunch
round
of
was a pretty good
Bronze
round.
Age,
Wait till he gets to
Silver
the
Age.
next one.
Yeah, I like it.
Not bad.
Not bad for a buck.
Steve.
Wow.
All right, Chuck, you're up.
Okay, so I got a little bit of a theme with this first stack here. One of the areas of collecting that I've not really been that into for a long time was romance, and but it's one of those things that I've gotten more interested in as the years have gone on. And so I've got a bunch of things, romance and sort of, certain Archie things. So I've got the last issue of Teenage Love here. Y'all know how much I love my mod covers.
Oh, Trev's
And,
gonna love the Kiss covers. He's
Oh,
gonna
and
love
it's a
them.
great
I used to
Kiss
have one
cover
of those.
also.
Mark.
The Fu
Wrong
Manchu.
color,
You
Joe.
posted
Uh,
you posted that about 30 years ago, didn't you?
Mark may have posed with his hair properly, quite. So
Well, yeah.
Do you have pork chops like that?
Chuck, do you have Hallmark comic books?
no, none of those. But I had a friend of mine on.
Plain.
I had a friend of mine
Hey,
on Whatnot's unloading a bunch of stuff because he too got a huge collection of stuff. So he had a massive bunch of old Josies in rando shape, and so he had a big box of them of 20 that he sold. I got for $60.
Nice.
Some of which I resold. Here are some of the ones I did not, however.
Oh, you
because
cherry
they-
picked through it and got the ones you
Well,
wanted.
I got all the ones that were the ones that are not duplicates for me. So,
Oh, good.
Perfect. Nice.
So how close are you to finishing that run now then?
oh dear God, I've got so far to go. It's not even funny.
'Cause
That's
it's
They
not-
have, they have a lot of issues of Josie, right?
Yeah,
There
there's
were,
a huge run. Yeah.
yeah, it's not like Sabrina where there was only like 80 of them. So,
Yeah.
And this
this
is
one
late
is
70s.
really cool. Besides being like the third appearance of the Pussycats, it's 49.
Yeah.
15 center.
There's
Hey,
something
gotta-
else that's very important about this. I don't know if anybody knows with the trivia because I did not know it until I
No.
got it. So in this issue, the Pussycats go interview with a certain Mr. Hannah and Mr. Barbera
Oh,
about
no
getting
way.
a TV show.
Oh,
so that's how they got the TV show then.
So both Hannah and Barbera are at least some of the people there make an appearance in here.
Nice.
cool.
So
That's cool.
that's
That's
kind of cool. We got a 43.
Nice.
I love the outfits. The outfits are just crazy, man.
Oh, yeah. You can
They
tell the
are.
60s.
Wait a
there.
minute. I had pants just like that.
The
I'm
paisley
sure you
bell-bottoms.
do. I think there's evidence of my mother dressed me up in a suit looking like that in the mid 70s for a church photo, and that
Oh, yeah.
explains many neuroses that I have. So
many.
it was brown checkerboard and it was ugly. So here's a much earlier Josie.
Yeah.
12
That's a
center.
12 center.
Yeah, and then we have a great monster one here.
Oh, look
cool.
at that.
That's cool.
And again, the condition's not terribly great, but they're still really, really cool to have.
Yeah.
And we've got a She's Josie.
So that's
Oh.
a different run.
It's the same series. It's just the first name for the title. So that's
Okay.
what it was initially called.
I see.
So along this line, I had an interest for a while in grabbing comics that starred photo pictures of stuff from 1960s bands because I really like the 60s bands and everything. And of course, you saw them in some of the more obscure romance kiddie titles.
Yeah.
Right.
So one of those titles where they showed up with dealt with a character were the Tippy Teen titles or the teen titles. And so this is a Tippy Teen little mini series that's done by Tower Comics.
Oh, that's awesome.
Look at that.
Oh,
Look at
yes.
the color on
So
that.
again,
stuff.
if you need a good go-go boot, rabbit hole to go down,
There you go.
congratulations. You're welcome.
Is that a thing? Can you collect covers with go-go boots on them?
I'm
Is that
sure you can, yes.
Oh, yeah. That's
I'm
probably
sure
on
someone
Key
just has to
Collector
make a
app.
tag for it. Tippy Teen also had
how do you know that?
series
Jackson?
too. These wonderful 25-cent giant books,
Mm.
Tippy Teen.
like here, kind of
Cool.
cool. And if you go, I think on the inside of this one. Let me see here.
Is that like a thicker, like the?
Yeah,
like
this is one
almost
of the
like a
giant
page?
size 25-cent ones.
Okay.
So yeah,
So
so
it's
when
like
you
an 80 pager, right?
yeah, it's huge. No, not this one. Since the later ones, they actually have photographs. Oh, that's cool, Taylor. That is awesome. I bet
Trains.
they had a lot of fun.
Cool.
Here's another one. You can see one of the bands on the front
The
there.
monkeys.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, hey.
Yep.
Hey, we're the monkeys.
Here we
People
are.
never monkey around, but we're too busy singing.
And then when
to
you go
put
inside of
anybody
it,
down.
because this is where you start getting this.
They had a cool hot rod.
You
Mark,
get
I'm looking at you, Mark.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Here and the
There you
Raiders.
That's cool. I like that.
On the
And
back,
right on the back.
got a really neat Monkeys cover.
Nice.
Look at those bowl cuts.
I know.
Now, Mickey Dolenz is still alive. So you got the signature. You got to get on that, man.
And then we have some group I've heard of. I think the Clark Five.
Yeah,
Dave Clark 5.
Yeah, that means something to some people in this
Oh yeah,
audience.
sure. The
Yep.
Dave
Not
Clark
me, so-
5 came in almost at the same time as the Beatles,
Okay.
and they were trying to compete with them, and they were kind of like getting there. And then as the Beatles, they just kept on going down, 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 and the Beatles just took off and never heard of them
Yep.
again.
And we're probably all better off for that too. And then the last of the Tippy Teens I got.
Oof.
Again, these are just really, really cool. So, and a neat swimsuit cover.
Peter
and then
Noon,
finally,
Herman's
because
Hermits.
Yeah.
Peter Noon, Herman's Hermits.
And hopefully, our buddy Milt is watching, so I had to have a book to show Milt.
Yep.
And so this is a Virgin variant for the Shadow series from a couple of years ago. It's done by Alex Ross and Milt. This
Oof.
cover is for you.
Oh,
Wow.
cool.
That is
So-
nice.
Very nice.
Don't
I
say
have
we
one
weren't
for
thinking
Milt
about you.
also.
Huh?
Milt also.
Yes.
That's a cool. So that's an Alex Ross?
That's an Alex Ross, yes.
Wow.
It's a
Incredible.
Virgin variant of I think it's the Shadow Year 1, number 4.
Damn.
So
Nice.
Like
That's
a James Bond cover.
that's
Yeah.
a really nice cover.
That is.
it is it's very artistic. So
Yes.
um,
It reminds
so
me of
that will
Velasquez.
pass
the
the baton
Spanish
on to
painter.
Mark Andrews. So
I wonder if anybody noticed that she was
you're
armed.
right. That's a taunt. I wrote it down, Chuck. You're the first blood tonight.
Did you say that was a shadow cover?
yes,
Yeah.
the Shadow. It's from Dark Horse Comics. Year 1, number 4.
Number 4.
Limited. The Virgin copy here is limited to 100 copies, but you can find the regular Alex Ross cover out there with this image.
Yeah.
Nice. Very
So.
nice. Okay.
All
Terrific.
right.
And you're done.
Yeah, for the first round, I'm done. Yes.
Okay, Mark.
Yeah. Hey, how's it going?
It's going great, Mark. Look, what do you got behind you? Look, Mark
Yeah,
has
Roy
such a
Rogers.
great
Santa
comic book. He has,
Claus.
if people
Christmas
don't know,
Story.
Mark has actually he has a
Silent
museum
Night.
in his basement. And so now he pulled out all of his Christmas comic
Well,
books.
I pulled out some Christmas.
Well, are
Yeah.
we going to do something? Are you going to be on next week? We're going to look at Christmas
Yeah.
covers?
Yeah.
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 Well, you don't have to do it now. You already did it.
Yeah,
Just
he's
take
got the theme
let
is
me take a
already up.
picture.
Good.
Well,
Except for Roy Rogers.
what? No, that's his Christmas pick one.
Oh,
He's
is it?
decorating a tree.
Yes. Well,
Come on. Anyway, so can I start, Joe? Are we good?
Yes, you may.
Okay, so I was down in Toronto doing some work, and I was driving back up north, and I had to stretch my legs, so I stopped in Barrie at Big B Comics, and I found these two newspapers, which they're a series from the 1970s, and there were 48 newspapers all in told, and these may be kind of hard to see, but
Oh, the Monster Times.
cool.
Yeah.
yeah. So the Monster
Great one.
Times.
I remember
So
that.
this one is issue 38 from January of 75. So like they started out in 72 and went till 76 roughly, and they did really cool stuff like this.
Wow.
I remember that.
She's
It's
artistic also.
It's a newspaper
Yeah.
type of thing, right?
Yeah, it's a newspaper.
I remember
So-
that. I think I might have bought a couple of them when I was I used to take the ferry to work and used to buy that at the station and read it.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember
the
those at
centerfolds were
the
always
comic book
like,
store had them.
the
Golden
centerfolds are always posters. And this one's pretty cool. It's got a big story on Conan the Barbarian and
Yeah.
all sorts of cool stuff. So they had this one, and they had this one,
Okay.
Oh, very
Is
nice.
that Gorgo?
and this
Or
one
Godzilla.
is really
Just
cool
We'll talk about
because
Gorgo for a little bit later.
It has
Oh,
all the monsters.
Wow.
Are in revolt.
Now, I'm sorry, but I always liked
Destroy all
Rodan.
monsters.
Isn't
My
that cool?
cousin brought me to see
That
Rodan
is
when I was
awesome.
a kid. And I'm really
Yeah.
pissed that you don't see Rodan around them. You got King Kong, you got Godzilla.
Yeah.
Where's the hell is Rodan?
Where's Rodan? Well,
I
he's
don't
in
know, man.
he's in this magazine, and on the back's kind of cool. This is
Star Trek.
the third Star Trek convention ever advertised.
Nice.
Wow.
Anyway,
Right.
it's a really cool magazine. They're not. I mean, you can find them online. They're not too expensive. Usually, they're kind of beat up because they were like newspapers. But
Yeah, they're newspapers,
this
right.
one has 12 giant posters in here, and there's
Cool.
like all the posters are in here.
Wow.
You could be showing them, but there's even a Creature of the Black Lagoon poster in here, Chuck.
Oh, no
Oh,
way.
cool.
One like the movie poster?
Yeah, well, it's pretty cool. Anyway, very cool. They are comic related. So, and the other thing, I stopped at a used bookstore and I got these. This one is a first print from 1975.
Yep. Seen that.
This one
Neat.
is a 21st printing of this one from 1975.
I know, right?
Yeah.
They got tons of prints on those things. It's hard to
then
find the
this
early
one
ones.
is 1968. This is a first
Okay.
print.
Oh, for better verse.
Yeah,
I've
this
got a
one-
bunch of those downstairs in the basement.
That
And
one I
this
don't have.
This one is 1963. This is a first print.
Yeah.
Cool.
Now I know that my good friend Steve, the voice White, collects these, and I know that he does not have these.
Nope.
So these, Steve, when the mail starts running again, will find their way down to your collection.
Thank
Nice.
you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
So,
My package is still sitting in the back seat of my car waiting for the mail to open.
well, yeah, because we can't. So anyway, so moving on, I do have some comic books to show. So this one is kind of cool. And I don't have it in its package. This is 1961. It's issue number 152. And the reason I'm showing this, I just picked this
Oh,
up.
nice.
Sweet.
Yeah, the reason I picked this up because Dell had contests, and if you find old 12-cent Dells,
Yeah.
quite often this is cut out.
Right.
So this one has what you got.
If you sent that,
Oh.
If you sent
Oh, so you
those
had to
in.
collect them?
yeah,
yeah.
it was like a yeah.
Oh.
So if you collected them and sent them in, you got this, and then just like every like buyer's remorse, you would get that whatever it was that you ruined your comics for in the mail, and you probably would curse.
Yeah,
'Cause-
it was like a stamp or something that you'd send in. But
Yeah,
it was
'cause you got,
after
like-
everything.
Now, when I still have, I don't know if you guys, if you guys watched, I'm a member of the Merry Marvel Marching Society,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and I had to cut out something to send in it with the buck, right?
Yeah.
Right.
But I kept the page in the same thing. And I looked at it and it looked like it's from a Thor comic book. And I said,
Yeah.
that's okay, because I didn't like Thor that much anyway. So I probably said, which one don't I like? You know, Thor, cut that one out.
Cut that one out, right?
Cut that one out. So kind of along the same theme of contests, I just came across this one.
Wow.
So
Cool.
this one is 1957, House of Mystery number 62. But if you notice on the top, it says list of contest winners.
Yes.
This was a contest for their slogan for DC. They wanted a new slogan. And the list, there's 3 pages of winners in this book.
Wow.
Wow.
Holy crap.
Like, and
Names and addresses.
now I want you to be like everyone's sitting down, right? Because this slogan will just knock your socks off. Ready? This
Lay it on us.
This was the winning slogan for the best in comics entertainment, Superman DC National Comics, The Line of Stars.
Wow. I'm going out and buying a bunch of books from that one.
That's a mouthful.
Okay.
You couldn't have come up with a better one than that.
1957 was a different time.
I
That's
guess it
definitely a
was.
1957
We gotta
thing
talk
right
about
there.
all this pop culture stuff that you're talking about, because that's right up my alley. You know, all of that
One-dimensional
stuff,
thinking.
Yep.
you know?
So this one is so I have to tell you where these came from, because these just came into my possession, and except for one other thing I'm going to show them in the next round. Just recently, and this literally was a guy walked in to meet up with my buddy Charles, who I buy stuff from, and it was a box out of his grandmother's attic. And Charles phoned me and said, "Hey, you might want to go through this." And I said, "Probably." And these books that I'm showing you, all of these comic books I'll show you tonight, came from this box. So this one
You stole
is,
these books from a grandmother, as you say?
I did not steal them.
Oh, okay. I
First
just misunderstood. Sorry.
He spent $1 Canadian on them, so it may as well have been.
Anyway,
Holy
Unusual-
cow.
Unusual
How
Tales,
clean
number
that
12,
is.
1958, sorry. The interiors in this is a Steve Ditko story and interior on one of the stories in this.
Damn.
That looks
is
great.
Look at that
Yeah.
cover.
Um,
Jeez.
phenomenal.
This one's 1956. Editor Stan Lee from Atlas Comics.
Oh,
Uncanny
wow.
Tales.
Sorry about the glare.
Uncanny Tales.
Uncanny Tales, yeah. And these
Uninvited.
these aren't really big price books. Like they're just very cool.
Yeah.
Again, on the prize theme, this one's kind of cool. This is another Carlton.
Oh,
Yeah.
neat.
So this one's 1959. This cover is a Steve Ditko cover.
Out
Well,
of
Steve
this
worked for
world.
Charlton back in those
Yeah,
days.
back
He's
then.
done a lot of those
Yeah,
books.
he did a whole bunch of work. This
Yeah,
one's
he was
got a
a
little bit
Charlton
of it's got like a store
writing.
mark here,
Mhm.
but like this is an old Carlton, which you don't find them nice. Also in there,
You don't find them, period.
you don't find them. So this one's a 4-color, 896, April 1st, 1958.
Oh,
That is
nice.
cute.
Whoa. Very
And
good.
then there was this one. This is my last book for this round, and this is a DC
Yay.
book. I know, DC book, Joe. Which for you, because
No, it's not for me. It's
so this
for
one,
Chris
Shrug
Figure.
the Shipping Guru.
yeah, I know. This is a DC Showcase number 18, 1959, the second appearance of Adam Strange.
Nice.
Wow.
That
I
is
love that
beautiful.
one.
Look at the color popping on that.
Isn't that neat?
It is.
I mean,
And
how
Rob's
can you-
already sending someone across the Canadian border to get
Is
that.
Alana a wind-up toy in that particular issue?
It's kind of different. Anyway, it's a trap.
That,
and
that
he's gonna
explains a
blow up.
lot.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Sorry. Taylor wants it. You got to send it to him.
Dibs.
Yeah,
DW.
so that's my books for the first round.
Okay, great.
That's impressive.
So I have some great books and in 2 piles, and I'm not sure which one to show first, but I'm going to go with this side.
All right.
So Steve, this is I went kind of like Wonder Woman crazy.
Ooh.
So the
Adam Hughes, baby. Come on. Adam Hughes.
the
Bring
first
on
one,
the Hughes.
oh no, the first one is a Madam thing. She said to me, "I want to send you a pencil drawing of Wonder Woman, but I only have a blank King Spawn comic book." I said, "Okay."
Way.
I said, "That's good. I'm good with
Sure.
that."
Why
So she
not?
sent me this,
So King Spawn, Wonder
That's
Woman.
beautiful.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
but she refused to put the bracelets on her.
Oh,
So she said, "I'm not going to put the tiara or the bracelets on her because she'll look better without it." I said, "No, you got to put them on." So she goes, "All right, I'll do the tiara, but no bracelets." So I had to negotiate that. But that's pretty
Oh
cool,
my
isn't it?
God.
Yeah,
I love
very
the
cool.
stars in the
That's
hair.
very
That's
nice.
cool.
Very nice. Yeah.
very nice.
Yeah. So that's kind of cool.
Original art, and there's no other comic like that.
None. King Spawn,
no.
Wonder Woman. Yeah.
One Wonder Woman.
Now this one I happened to come across, and it's I can't remember. This is this is Wonder Woman number 13 by Nicola Scott.
Right. With all
And-
the Wonder Womans across history.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
Really
nice.
cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's phenomenal.
I just liked it, so I picked this one up. It's not that old, but it's good. I mean, it was like $6 or something like that, right?
Yeah. It's
That's
nice,
a nice
though.
variant cover to have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so I don't have a lot of those because I've been reading them online, but
She's
Then,
a Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman. Then another one that I got, an art. I love art germs things,
Yep,
and his Wonder Woman.
I have that one
so
too.
I picked this one up.
Love that one.
That's a nice one.
Isn't that nice?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Both
And
barrels
now-
loaded, baby. Both
and
barrels
now-
are loaded. Oh,
I have a bunch of Adam. I've been buying Adam Hughes, right? Wonder
Yep.
Woman. So
this is from volume 2.
yeah, from volume 2. So I picked up a whole load of them over the last month. All right. This is the first one, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Number 139.
Yep.
Okay.
Sweet.
New direction.
I really
Such
like this one.
Amazing covers.
140.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Very
The
nice.
trifecta. And if you go on to my comic shop, these are freaking expensive books. They're like $20, $30 for
I
these things,
got 10
sometimes
of
even
these.
higher.
Somebody was selling a package of 10. That's why I've got so many. I think I paid roughly $8 a book.
Not bad.
That's good.
Wow.
Damn good
Maybe
deal.
$8.50.
Very nice.
Now, this I really liked.
Yep, that's a great
Mhm.
cover.
Trinity Part 2.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, during that era where Superman that eventually died when they did Convergence, the Superman Wonder Woman romance, basically during that comic book they had together, I got all those issues. I always thought, I mean, I like Lois Lane, but I always said, God, Wonder Woman's right there for Pete's sakes. Well,
Yep.
just
Yeah.
I love that whole series. I have it downstairs, and to me, that was just fantastic. And this is number 151.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to get them all, Steve. I'm going to get them all.
How many is there?
I'll tell you once somebody else gets on, because I have it written down on my computer, but I don't have it. I'm not ready.
There's about 30 or 40 of them that
about
are
40, I
Adam
think.
Hughes.
About 40.
Yeah.
About 40, I think, Steve. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
164.
And they're sprinkled from like the 130s to 150,
72 or
160, and
something
then it
like that?
jumps into the
Yeah.
two. Yeah, there's two groups of them.
Look at this.
Oh man,
Very nice.
I've got some Adam Hughes covers that you guys have probably seen, but I never did. Coming in Part 2, you got to see that.
Good.
Not Wonder Woman.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
A different theme.
A different theme.
167.
Oh,
All right.
he's got the best signature ever. So easy to forge. AH and an exclamation mark.
He's playing Steve's new hobby. So
Yeah. That
171.
Forging.
All
Yeah,
right.
I got that one. That one's awesome.
A little bit of Vertigo.
Cry Havoc.
172. Another Superman.
Yep.
Wonder Woman cover.
All Out War.
Yep.
Man. Such
And
talent.
174. Wonder Women.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
Lots of great women on there, not just one.
Mary Marvel.
Yep.
Arrow
Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman. See, I had to change it.
You had to change
Put
it.
the E on there.
You
So
should
that's
let
my
Joe do the
round
singing,
one.
though, Steve.
Wonder Woman round.
Okay.
Nice.
Good.
Adam Hughes. Oof.
What? Yeah, and mostly Adam Hughes. That's true. That's
Very
true.
nice.
Yeah, I got
Let's see
a
what
bunch of
people are
those.
saying here. I have all of those too. Good.
Okay.
All right. It
That
was a
was
great run.
I know. I'm missing a bunch of those too.
Save me showing. You can show them, Terry. It's okay. Let's see what else we got. Beautiful. Yep, I agree
Beautiful.
with that.
Uh-huh.
I agree with that. What's
Hey,
this?
I see Chris Bigger showed up again after I did a round with the DC book.
In the 60s, had the contest in an issue of Strange Adventures where the readers had to figure out the origin of the monster. Oh,
Wow.
cool.
That is cool.
Hey, Chris.
Mr. Bigger?
You're right. You never have
There you
enough
go.
Wonder Woman.
Never.
Correct.
It's
Never.
true.
Correct.
That's my focus, is getting that whole volume 2 run complete. And that's a big task too, because I'm missing a
That is a
lot of
big
those
task.
Adam Hughes books,
Yeah.
and they're pricey. All right.
Don't look to me anymore, Steve.
Round 2.
All right.
Is this still like $1 a book?
Nope.
Oh,
But I did get this one for 60% off, and it's in really high grade. It
Nice.
was a $50 book price tag on it originally, and I think I paid under $20 for it.
Oh,
nice.
So I do
good.
have a copy of this already, but my copy is really ragged, and this one is really, really crisp and nice. The corners are good.
looks good.
Everything looked pretty on this one. And this is the origin of the Eternals, the Deviants and the Mutants. And it's considered canon, even though it's in a what if title.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So anybody who gets Eternals books, this is a must have for your Eternals collection.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Then from the Saturday that I missed at where is it again? Oh, it's this place here. Gotham Central Comics in Missing Saga. I got a signed copy of the Rockefellers from Francis Menopole.
Nice.
Wow.
With the cert on the back.
You were lucky to get one of any of those, because those sold out at our stores around here.
Oh man,
they just vanished. I mean,
these were the last two.
So
this one is there was 500 of these, and this is the last one. It's number 500 of 500 right there.
Oh,
okay.
Signed by both Francis Menopole and Sean Daly, who was the one who did this cover. And this is an exclusive cover just for Gotham Central Comics, so nobody else gets that but them. So really cool stuff. And then I love me my signatures.
Yep.
Steve, before you go, there were 48 total Adam Hughes Wonder Woman covers.
Okay, 48. Yes, so we're in the ballpark. Nice. And they're all sprinkled throughout.
Yeah, 139.
He did like a run, and then there was a few that he didn't do, and then he had another big run.
139 to 146, 150 to 161, 164 to 174, 176 to 178, and 184 to 197.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
You can see I'm serious about this.
Yeah,
apparently.
You and me both. We compare notes. And one day we'll show off all of our collection of all of our Adam Hughes.
There you go.
That'll be a good one. So I was in my local comic book store, and I was picking up the new Thundercats Apex, and it just happened to be that Ed Brisson was there, who wrote this, was hanging out in the back.
Really?
So Brian, the one of the owners there, says, "Hey, Ed's in the back, right?" And I looked over and I went, "Oh shit, he's there." Okay. So I went over and I had him sign my book, because he's there. So it's nice to have the writer in your store. So why not? And I just might as well get another cover. I think this is the B cover, and I had him sign that one too.
Cool.
Richard Pace was there too, but I didn't have anything to sign for him. And then going back to my old LC on the Black Friday deals, I decided to pick up slab. So I got a Battlestar Galactica number 4 in a 9.8. So now I have a new rabbit hole that I'm going down.
9.8 Battlestar Galacticas, or just Battlestar Galacticas?
Battlestar Galacticas in 9.8, because I might as well. I have number 1 in a 9.8.
That's right.
I got number 2 in a 9.8. I got number 3 in a 9.0. Oops.
So where's your cutoff? 9 to 9.8, or just
9.8? Yeah. No, you know what? 9.8s. I'm gonna go for newsstands 9.8s, and then maybe even direct editions 9.8s, and get, because there's only 23 issues.
Yeah, and they're not that expensive.
Dirt cheap.
Yeah, they're not expensive.
This one was already blown out to $90, and then it was another 20% off of that, so it was like $70 by the time I was done.
You can't get them slab for that.
Yeah, up here, no.
Up here,
like anything under like $80-$90 is freaking awesome for us.
Yeah,
because by the time you clean, press, ship, you're into $100 for no matter what book you send.
No matter what the book is. So
yeah, that's Canadian. So yeah. So that's it. That's my round.
That's a pretty good round.
Cool. Very good.
Very nice. So I can find 9.8 Battlestar Galactica books for you, Steve, and you spend your money?
Yes. That's an easy one for you.
You just said yes, and this is forever on YouTube. Now,
everybody heard it.
We're wheeling here on the show tonight. So, all right. So my round 2, I'm going to start off with what I hope is the last of these books. So I will now discover another one I don't have. This is a World's Finest. It's the 3rd Superman Flash race, which is not why I bought it, of course, because that would make too much sense.
That's awesome, though.
Hopefully, this is the very last issue of Mod Wonder Woman, with a Mod Wonder Woman appearance that I don't have.
Oh, nice.
So, of course, she shows up in one tiny panel.
Oh my God! So it wasn't worth it then.
Well, it was a fun enough read, I guess. I mean, it's a really cool World's Finest and everything, but it was just like, really. So I think I now have all the Mod Wonder Woman appearances.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Why would you want all the Mod Wonder Woman appearances?
Because 20 years ago when I first discovered it, I was absolutely fascinated and at the same time repulsed by it.
That's a love-hate thing. See,
Yeah, it's a love-hate
But I
thing.
was more fascinated by it than this is a train wreck that I just can't walk away from.
and I
the
must
more
buy
that I
them. I
bought-
must buy them.
The more that I bought, the more of a train wreck it was.
And you
But
know
it was
what,
a
Chuck? You're in the
glorious
right
train
group.
wreck.
We understand you, Chuck, and
We
we're
do
here for you.
understand you, Chuck, completely.
So I think that train wreck is now finally come
Over.
to an end.
So now
So
your
I
brain
can-
can relax. You can pet your brain and go, okay, everything's good now.
I can find new things to look for.
Yes.
Just happened to find this at LCS. It's stupid, but you know what?
Oh, that's a
it
great
reminds
one.
me
I
of
have
being in
that
college.
too. Yeah.
So a Ren and
Scratch
Stimpy
tip.
one. Yeah, we got a bunch more random stuff here. So LCS had some things on sale. So grabbed another Tomb of Dracula to add to my run.
Great
Nice.
covers.
So we continue to work on my Tomb of Dracula run slowly but surely. My buddy on Twitter had a bunch. These next couple ones came from my buddy on Twitter, who's actually got a sale tonight with some of his. He calls it his midnight show, which is he's going to have some of his more adult-oriented or good girl covers. So
Right.
hopefully the rest of the Josies I sent him are going there. That's why I sent my Josies too. These are not Josies, however. Instead, we have some more DC goodness here with
Nice.
I think it's first Beast Boy and Teen Titans.
Nice.
Plus, it does have the nice checkerboard.
I love those checkerboard tops, man.
Yep.
I'm a sucker for checkerboard covers,
Yep.
man.
Me too.
And then we just have a real underwater Teen Titans here. You know, it's number 40. So,
Sweet.
but
Oh,
really,
you're
really
breaking-
nice.
You're breaking up, Chuck. Something's going
Yeah,
on.
you're
with you.
going digital, Chuck.
Okay, it looks good on my end, so I don't know what's going on there.
Maybe it
so,
could be here in Canada.
see.
How is it, Joe?
No, he's breaking up on me too.
Okay.
okay, who knows what the family is doing with the rest of the internet? So we'll see.
Somebody's
I have
buffering.
a great
buffering.
copy of this already, but I had to get a copy to actually read. So this is the Marvel
Nice.
Team Up 15.
Yep.
I have it
a good one.
9092 rather a graded copy of it. So it's a
Nice.
fun. It's it's the orb. I mean,
It's a good read.
it's the orb. Yeah, it's early Marvel Team Up.
Yep.
You were talking about your monsters, Mark,
Yeah.
and I wish I had known that earlier. I would have moved these to a different pack. In one of Mick's sales, he had. Hello, there I go. Thank. Hang on a minute. Let me.
Switch to 5G.
There, is that better now?
You're
Switching
frozen
to
solid right at
5G.
the
Hello?
moment.
You're frozen, yeah.
Yeah, you're not moving.
Hello, maybe, maybe not.
Oh,
You might have to reboot.
reversing whatever you did.
We can
Buffering.
rebuild him.
All right, is it working now?
Nope.
You're still frozen. We can hear you fine, Chuck.
You can
Can
hear
hear
me
you, but-
fine. Okay, well that's
Your picture is
something. There
frozen.
we go. Now is it working?
Nope.
No. Okay.
And you'll be really
Uh,
happy that the frozen picture of you doesn't have you looking down and your mouth wide open.
That's
Exactly.
right.
No,
It's
no, it's
actually-
only partially open. I can see it on the other screen. Give me a minute to pop out and come back in. So hang on a second.
Okay. Go ahead. There he is. Hey, look who's there. It's
Oh,
Mark.
hi.
Hey,
Hey,
So
show us the books, Mark.
okay. Are you gonna?
you want
Joe,
to
me
go?
you want me just to go, or do you want to wait for?
Yeah, you
for-
can go, I guess.
Well,
Or are you
Because I
just
don't
going to wait
mind.
for Chuck to come back in? We don't know when
Well,
he's
if he
going to
comes
come
back in while you're going, we'll just
Yeah, if he comes back in- if he comes back in, then we'll go. Anyway, talking about rabbit holes. So I had an opportunity for that someone gave me this box full of something. It was kind of like I didn't even know it was in the box. They just said, "Give me something for it." So I gave him $5 because I had no idea what was in the box.
What's in the box?
Chuck is back.
Oh,
What's in
Chuck
the
is
It's in the
back.
box.
Hey, what's in the box?
All right, hang on. We'll try this
Wait.
again.
We'll have to go
All right.
back to the box later.
We'll go back
Yeah.
to the
There
box
we
later.
go.
He's got
So
the teas
as I
going
was trying
now.
to say before the VPN went crazy, you talk about monsters, right? So my guy had a couple of these Gorgos up.
Oh, nice.
Gorgo.
So
Gorgo.
Not the highest grade, but they're a lot of fun.
They are
great 12-cent Charltons.
Yep.
I mean, so I was able to get 2 because they're really expensive.
Are they? Gorgo is the poor man's Godzilla.
Shaker.
Yeah,
but
poor
they're
man's
Charltons.
Godzilla.
Yeah, the poor man's Godzilla, but they're still, So,
cool.
And I know since everybody wants to get back to Mark's box, I'll try to make the rest of this pretty quick. So.
No, take your time.
It's okay. Take your time, man.
Take your time. It's not that exciting.
That's what they all say. So, so I did get a little bit of horror here. So we got a nice secret of the haunted house.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, there we go. Some horror.
Some great horror and also some Marvel horror, so we can balance it out a little bit here.
Oh,
really cool
another great series.
Oh, single digit too. Nice.
Yeah. So, and then going back to the cartoon thing, this series is really hot right now because they say they're going to make a movie out of it, which frightens me a little bit. But I'm told it's important to defend the universe. So.
Oh, there you go. Voltron.
Got a nice Voltron one. So, of course, you get one, it's a 3-issue series.
Yep.
You got to have 2.
Yep.
And that means, of course, then
you have to have 3.
You got to have 3 because otherwise it doesn't feel right.
What's the point of living?
Well, yes, I wasn't going to put it that way, but now that you mention it. And finally, I got some magazines. I picked up here. So, again, kind of all over the place. If I can get to everything and keep like stacks of stuff around here from falling down. So, because that's how things work, right?
Got an avalanche going on.
Yeah, not quite, but it could be better organized.
The potential is there.
The potential
is always there. Yes. Oh, that's where it is. Okay. Yeah. Watch everything now go collapsing.
Searching,
down.
scrolling.
There we go. All right.
Scrolling.
So
dibs.
We got a Foom here.
Taylor's getting a lot of.
That's right. I know people apparently like
Boom.
Nice.
Old school Defenders. Even better.
Even better.
Including everybody's favorite Elf with a Gun.
Yep.
Milk like
this
that
brings
one.
Me back. This brings me back to my childhood. So
Absolutely.
And then with some of the other magazines, we've got a little bit of horror.
Oh yeah.
Great, Gary.
Yep. Well, this is not like Mark Andrews going after someone cutting in front of him in line at Comic-Con. So,
everybody paints Mark as this violent person.
I know. It's just wrong.
Okay. We have another ear here. So,
another good one.
Really cool greens. I love the greens on this book.
Yep.
Vampire and Ghoul.
That's right. Another Eerie. Another lovely lady in the swimsuit.
Yep.
It's not quite the creature from the Black Maroon, Mark, but he's trying. Okay,
he's trying. Yeah, he's close. He's close.
Yep. He's trying.
Yep.
The rubber suit just doesn't work as well. So
no.
And then for Steve, we're gonna end it here.
Mad.
With an old, with a great.
There we go. The satellite one.
So,
yes.
Nice.
Jackson, if that's the last of the Fooms, I've got one coming to me at some point. So I've got one of those on queue for myself. So
that looks clean. How's the staples on that one?
They're pretty good. They're fairly attached, all things considered. So yeah, it's in solid shape. So
nice.
It's good. And then that's all I got. So now we can find out what's in the box. So
Yay!
back to your
box.
What's
in the box?
$5 box.
Open the box. Okay, Chuck. Those were awesome magazines and books. I loved them. So anyway,
$5 box.
But now we're gonna get to my stuff, so it's even better.
So the $5 box had these.
Wow!
Holy crap!
So these were a series in England from 1961 to 1984. And Chuck, there's only 1,706 issues.
That it?
Piece of cake.
Terry,
piece of cake.
Terry, is that true? What he's saying?
Oh yeah, I remember those things.
These are really cool. These are like they're black and white on the inside, This is issue number 14 of 1,706. But the artwork is cool. It's mainly European artists, but the stories are really good. Like this is issue like 17. And like you just go on and on, like issue 24.
Mark, are they illustrated or are they stories and stuff?
No, they're illustrated. It's all
okay.
It's all black and white comics, and the stories are excellent. The artwork is good. Like they're really, really good stories.
Wait a minute, Terry. We're in the United States.
Fortnightly?
What the hell does fortnightly mean? I don't know.
They came out for a little while. They came out every 2 weeks, and then they came out monthly. So fortnightly.
There's your
I
translation.
understand, Terry, completely what you meant by that. Me and Steve did, but our American cousins.
I understood it. I know what it means.
But like again, like the artwork is just really cool. Yeah. Like
that is amazing.
Yeah,
they're like they're in their digest size, so they're nice. Yeah,
they're digest size, and you know, like
look at that.
Yeah,
that's great.
Excellent.
Isn't that cool?
Cool cover.
I thought that was a pretty good, you know, like blind faith purchase. I am not gonna try and get 1,706 bucks.
Oh, come on.
How many are in that stack?
A lot.
Enough that you just want to give you a taste. That was all. Yeah. So
Steve, there's this many in that
there's that many in the stack.
And I just started to read them, and they're pretty cool. So I thought they were pretty neat. And I don't know how many people have ever seen them. I know, like I've seen them every once in a while. You'll see them on eBay, and I've seen really beat up ones in a antique place here.
Yeah,
but I don't know how many would have made it down to the States. So if I can't believe Chris Bigger thought that was worth $5. Anyway,
there we go.
So
time to get off stage. Now you're done.
I'm done. Okay, I was going to show you some comics, but I'm
kidding.
So going back to the I bought, did not like roll a grandmother. This I picked up.
Rio
Bravo.
I love those photograph covers.
Yeah, so this is
Dino in the middle there.
Yep, 1959. So it's got, you know, like John Wayne, Dean Martin, Ricky Nelson. But little fun fact: this movie won this actress her very first Golden Globe. Now, Joe, do you know who the actress was?
Don't remember.
Angie Dickinson.
Oh, Angie, yeah.
Okay.
Part the female member of the Rat Pack, and she's still with us at 93 years old.
Yes, she is. She doesn't quite look the same, though. I saw a photograph of her the other day.
Not the way she used to look as Pepper Potts and Policewoman. Anyway, the next 4-color is 110. I have a copy of this one, but this one is in really nice shape. This is November 10th, 1960. This is the very first #1 Bonanza.
Oh, there we go.
Nice.
Bonanza. That was one of my favorite shows as a kid. Watching
absolutely.
It was on Sunday nights down here all the
time. Yep. And then this is another 4-color, 1961. This is, I just love this guy because this is the Swamp Fox from Walt Disney.
Now, do you remember that from Disney? Wow. Swamp Fox, tail on his hat. Nobody knows where the Swamp Fox at. Swamp Fox, hiding in the glen, running away to fight again. I remember that. I used to watch it all the time. Yeah. It's ingrained in my mind.
Now, and for us, like Steve and I and others, this is Leslie Nielsen, like Police Squad. This is him. This is how he got like a good old boy.
He was the Swamp Fox.
He was the Swamp Fox. So Jack Drennan from Police Story was the Swamp Fox. Good old boy from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, who did good down in American entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
So that was kind of cool.
Phenomenal.
Listen, I just want to tell you, there's going to be more singing on this show as we go along.
Oh, good. Well, this one's a little bit beat up. This one's a little bit beat up. December 1960, Ogden Whitney did the art, and it's American Comic Group, Unknown Worlds.
Yes.
Wow. Look at that yellow cover.
Yeah, it's a little rough here, but it's still like it's a neat cover. It's a neat book. Thrills and mysteries. And this one I had to buy just because it's again from American Comic Group, 1962. But how often do you see pirates and spaceships?
Wow.
I just saw one
the other day.
Just saw one the other day.
How can you not? like get excited about pirates and spaceships. Like,
that is phenomenal.
I mean, we had aliens and stuff and cowboys and aliens, but long before, obviously, we had pirates and spaceships.
And aliens.
Going into again, Carlton from 1958. This is just an awesome cover.
Oh,
Yeah.
Fighting Navy.
Fighting
They had
Navy.
that series. Fighting Army, Fighting Marines, Fighting
Yeah,
Navy.
fighting Navy. They had them all.
Fighting Navy. Yeah, it's got
TNT.
the store stamp. You could get 6 issues for 29 cents.
That's a hell of a deal.
Yep. And I only have 2 more books.
Sign me up.
And is Bigger still here? Yeah.
I
I
think
think
so.
he's still kicking around.
Okay, so this is a DC book.
We just
This
lost
is
4
from
people when you showed that book, Mark.
I know.
Chris, pay attention.
This is July 31st, 1961. This is Batman Annual number 1.
Oof.
Nice.
Very cool. Yes.
1001 Secrets of Batman and Robin.
Yeah.
There you go.
Wow.
Can you
that
be
must-
special and get you to part with that quarter?
Yeah. This is just a very cool book. And then my last book I'm going to show came out of this same box. It's got an angel story in it about Mephisto, which isn't the same Mephisto we know from the Bronze Age. But this is Timely Atlas from July of 1946. Stan Lee was the editor.
Oof. There we go. Wow.
Wow, that's terrific. Submariner.
So
Damn.
1946, he's not fighting Nazis anymore. So this one, he was going to a live show with his girlfriend and stopped a bunch of thugs stealing a gold shipment. And it wasn't much longer before the Submariner kind of stopped being real popular because
Wow.
it wasn't the same when he was beaten up.
Yeah, look at his face. Like he's way out of proportion to the other characters.
He's
Like,
out of proportion.
he's like a giant.
Yeah.
I mean, he is.
Yeah. He changes in size. His head changes in size.
Yeah, he looks
The
really
story
weird.
is kind of interesting. It's just like, Anyway, this was in that box. I had an opportunity. Like, I don't have very many of this era from the Golden Age, and they don't fall into your lap very often. So,
So you got to snag him.
yeah, I had to pull
So
the
you
trigger
do.
on this one.
Damn.
This
good
one, sadly, has been restapled.
Oh,
So,
Oh, really?
yeah. So it,
Yeah.
it has definitely been loved, but it's all there. It's intact. The color's great. The story's good. It's not bad at all, other than it's been restapled.
Mm.
So,
Yeah.
Timely Atlas, 1946.
wow.
That's my book.
Very
You
cool.
done?
Commando is on issue 5,711.
Yeah. Did you see that?
Holy
Jeez.
crap.
So it's a little bit more than you thought.
5,700. Yeah, that's okay. That's fine.
Well,
All right.
yeah, it's
All right. So a lot of people left. It's too bad because you're going to see the best books right now.
Oh,
And
Bring it.
The first 3. Well, let me see. The first 3. Again, Steve, I got these at my comic shop. All of them for less than $40. I think one of them was 20. This
was it
20,
auctions?
the first
Was
one.
it an auction or is it
the
Best
auction?
Buy?
The
Oh,
auction.
okay.
So this one, I don't know why I bid on it, but I did. So this was Deathstroke.
Oof.
All right,
that's nice.
number 45, 9.6 white pages, and now we're down to like 6 or 7 people, right? Not counting us.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Now, what I'm going to tell you is this: since you guys stuck it out until the end, and you're going to see some great books, I'm going to give this away to one of you guys.
Oh my Lord.
Cool.
Only because, people go over, they want to see in the mix, Meanwhile,
Yeah.
these guys talk about stuff, they talk to each other, whatever else. We're showing you real books here. You can stay a few extra minutes here.
Yay, Joe.
Yeah.
I'm only kidding, DJ. I'm probably going to go there as soon as I'm done here. All right.
Unsubscribe.
Let me add this to the stage. Okay. And
Giveaway
let me
tool.
go back and launch it. All right. So it's
There you go.
hashtag Merry Christmas. So if you want this book, We're down. More people left
Hashtagging.
when I said I'm giving this away. So if you want this book, say Merry Christmas in the chat, and we'll run it. Okay.
Nice.
All right.
There we go.
So
Very
nobody
nice.
wants it.
Oh no,
Steve
no,
White
Trev.
wants it.
Yep.
Yeah, bigger.
I'm in.
Chuck.
You guys are
There you
ready
go.
to do it.
That's right.
Come on, Chuck, start typing. Or do you already? Oh, you're in. Okay, good.
Chuck,
I did. I got it on my other account when I was doing lagging stuff.
We
Oh, I
only
should
have
pull-
8 people. We're up to
I
like
should log
14 or
in.
15. We got 8 people. All right.
There we go.
That's a
there
hell
we
of
go.
a-
Let's see. We have 7
Yeah.
entries, but we got all 3 guys that are here too. So we're talking about 11. All right. Want to get as many people in as we can.
psychedelic, Chris.
All right. Seth.
Everybody's in.
And I will give you
Yo.
just now. Listen, you guys up in Canada, if you win, I'll see if I can get it to you. If not, too
We'll send
expensive,
we'll
it's
send
like-
a sled dog team down to get
Yeah,
it
we'll send the sled dog.
If not, I'll just hold it until the time comes.
until you come up to
Right.
Fan Expo in the fall, or the Comic-Con in the spring.
Or the
Yeah,
Comic Con in
maybe.
the spring.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good one too. It's a smaller venue, but it's really good. It's get
Okay.
a lot of
It looks like
autographs.
we're stuck at 7, so I'm gonna hit the draw. Let's see who wins. Ready? Go.
Go.
Psychedelic Chuck.
Dead man.
There
Deadman.
you go, Devin. Excellent.
Congratulations.
Nice.
At least
All right,
you know the
Terry.
mail's going to make it there.
Yeah, I can make it there.
It can make it there.
Terry, actually, I sent you a letter, Terry. So I'm not sure if you're gonna get it or not, but I did send you a letter. All right.
Congratulations.
Terry.
Very nice.
Put it together for you.
Yeah.
All right. So now,
Bring on
yeah,
the
you know,
attitude.
I've seen this character all along. I have nothing. I know nothing about it, but this cost me about $25. You said
Oh,
you
you
used.
saw
Oh,
the
yeah.
info.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Very
This
cool.
is from this is his first the first comic book where he had his name on it by Fantagraphics. There were 38 issues of this because I looked it up a little bit. So he did appear in a couple of other stories in a couple of other books before he got to this. All right. It's only an 8.0, but it was something like $25. So figured I'd
nothing wrong
pick
with
that one
that.
up.
That's a good
Now
find.
the next one, that comic book reminds me of Joe.
That
Oh.
comic.
Yes, he had crossovers with the Turtles, and I think he was even on their one of their TV shows at one point in time too. You know, so all right. Yes, thank you. Now this one is for Milt. I came across this, and this is Star Reach, which had 18 issues. It was in the mid to late 70s, and when I saw this one, I thought of 2 people, Gary B and Milt. And when I show it to you, let me take it out of this or else it'll be bad enough as it is. You tell me why I thought of those 2 people. It's a 9.0, white pages. It's
Do you have to
number
put black
3.
tape on any of it?
Huh?
Do you have to put black tape on any of it?
I'm not going to do that. I could, but I'm not.
Yep.
Star Reach. Ooh,
Star Reach. Dragon.
Okay.
I
Wow.
almost thought it said something else.
So this is kind of a
Yeah.
I read that
So this
incorrectly there.
book-
I'm glad I didn't say it out loud.
Frank Brunner.
Wow, the wraparound cover too.
Yeah.
That's right.
the
It's a
backside.
wraparound too. Right?
That's Frank Brunner?
Oof,
Yep.
Wow.
Bruner? Or is it Bruner or
Bruner, yeah.
Brunner? Bruner.
So
Yeah.
as I read about this book, it could be, it could end up being a rabbit hole potentially.
Hello.
Oh,
nurse.
yeah.
Yeah.
There were 18
Mhm.
issues, and basically it was adult science fiction and fantasy.
Yep.
And it was at a time when the underground comics were starting to basically lose their way. They were going out of business. And this kind of kept it alive for a while. And so I think it wasn't really an underground, but it kind of like was a connection between, or a middle ground between DC, Marvel, and the underground comics.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of creators gravitated to this because they can develop their own characters and write their own stories.
What year was that one?
This is from 1975.
Wow. And a 9-0. Wow.
Frank Bruner cover. And again, wraparound. It's a cool cover. It's great.
Yeah.
All right.
Can't keep my eyes off her flowing hair.
Bruner's work. He did some pretty cool art.
Yeah, he did. Now, these next 4 are my rabbit hole.
Uh-oh.
A new rabbit hole? Old rabbit hole?
They are all Adam Hughes covers.
Ah, okay.
Oh,
the Adam Hughes.
Okay.
Now, you guys probably, I'm sure that Chuck knows all about this one. Yeah. Steve, close your mouth.
That's a
Fly
straight
catcher.
line. Okay.
Yeah, welcome to the midnight part of the I happened to come across, because I'm looking for Adam Hughes, right?
Yep.
Right, Steve, I'm looking for Adam Hughes. And I'm doing searches, Adam Hughes. I'm looking at this, all different type of catalogs and stuff like that. And I come across this and I go, oh, interesting. It's a 6-issue series by Innovation Comics.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It's a space fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It came out in 1989. Again, only ran for 6 issues.
Tell me more. Tell me more.
There was an earlier story about these in a Pacific Comics book, which I got to find now. But the name of the title is Legends of the Stargazers. Have you heard of it before?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, I knew Chuck would have heard of it.
I don't own any of them.
But Mark has it in his museum. All right. So it's a 6-issue series. All right. And it's about basically, barely dressed women romping around in space. That's the best way I could put it.
Perfect.
I think. They are
space pirates, in other words.
They're space sailors, So, and each one of these is a wraparound cover, like a partial wraparound cover. So here's the first one. So I have numbers 1 through 4. I haven't been able to find 5 or 6 yet, but I'm sure I could find them out there. So this is, again, all Adam Hughes covers. This is number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Wraparound. I have some clear backing boards here. Wraparound cover.
Very nice.
Okay. Imagine an all-girl crew of sailors in the spaceways and their perilous voyages with cargo to carry, lies to swap, and legends to spin. That's why they started.
Yeah.
And it says here, I don't know if you can see it, sexy sailors of the spaceways. Spaceways. So that's number 1.
I believe we call it Barbarella and Friends. But
Yeah. Barbarella and Friends.
Now here's number 2. There you go.
Wow. Damn.
Right. Again,
he's gonna hold off just long enough for him to finish the job of ripping her top off.
And this column here, what they do, interesting, is they tell you what happened in the last issue.
Just in case you missed the story, this is what it was about.
The secret is out, and the girls are not happy.
No, they don't look happy.
Yeah.
Especially the one laying there, the red
I like when you
distress.
go down a rabbit hole and it's only like 6 issues. So
that's a good rabbit hole.
That is a good one. Not the
Here's
7,000.
If you notice, they are quite often tied up and almost being nakedized.
Bondage.
Well, it's kind of typical of all 1970 to early 80 science fiction. And
this is 1989. So.
Yeah.
Teenage boys love that kind of stuff.
We've seen better than that.
Come on.
All right. Wrap around.
Now I'm trying to remember, Chuck. That's not that expensive for that series, is it?
No, they're just hard to find. They're not that expensive, but they're impossible to find.
I think I've seen those in dollar bins before. Honestly,
see, that's the thing. Dealers don't think about the innovation stuff, and you're not showing the Maze Agency books where he did the interior along with the the exterior, but May's, of course, is much. She didn't wear quite as revealing of an outfit as these ladies did.
Yeah.
So
now this is an interesting cover. So you've got a kid, right?
Look at the look on his
on
face.
his bed in his room, somehow, I guess, thinking about them. I don't know.
He's imagining, yes.
And
And
it
look at
says
the
here, the
smirk.
most beautiful dreams in the galaxy.
Yes, absolutely. He doesn't have to use the Sears catalog. He's got these.
Yeah.
And he's got R2. He's got 3PO. up here.
C-3PO.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
So
It's not too much of a rip-off.
I don't know. I just glanced through the first one because the 2, 3, and 4 just came in the other day. So I do want to try to get 5 and 6 if I could find them, and then I'll read through all 6 of them at one shot. But that's my rabbit hole.
That's not a bad rabbit hole.
No.
I think it's a doable one.
Yeah.
Especially with Adam Hughes stuff, right?
Yep.
Each one of them, Adam Hughes, he doesn't. I don't think he did any of the interiors, but he did all the covers.
Just the covers. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because on the backs we're talking about different artists and writers on that.
And
one.
on an MCS right now, my comic shop doesn't have any either. 5 and 6. I mean, I'll look around for it.
yeah.
You know, it's not. I mean, I'm not dying to get them, but I would like to get the other 2 so that I'd have them. That's the type of stuff I like. So anyway, I think we had some pretty good books today. Now, I do want to say one thing. Maybe we should consider. So next week on Friday, let me announce this first. We are going to have. I don't know. All three of you guys going to be on, or?
I think so. Sure. Yep.
It's going to be kind of a Christmas.
Yeah, I got to dig
cover story type of show. It's a special. We can call it I guess we can call it a espresso mail call, but it's a kind of
call it a Christmas mail
version. Yeah,
Christmas mail call.
Santa's very special episode.
Santa's mail.
Very special Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Ho ho ho.
Yeah. So we'll have something like that next week, and the week after that,
Christmas.
I think we're working on having a comic book crowd, but I haven't finished putting it together yet. All right. So that'll be at the end of the year. I've got something coming out for members right after we finish this, and for everybody else on Monday, which I think you're going to like.
Nice.
It's Batman's first Christmas.
Wow.
So I think you're going to enjoy that. I'm probably going to go down to Florida around the 2nd or the 3rd of January right now. We're thinking about that. So I'm not sure what I'm going to have in there or what have you, during that time. And then we're planning a few things, a few joint things for the channel. One with a friend of mine, Dave, that we're hoping to be able to do. And another one with another friend of mine, Dave, a different Dave that we're hoping to be able to do. So that'll be probably during the winter when I'm down there in Florida. But we have a few things coming up before the end of the year. We'll play it by ear with the holidays and with the travel and everything else that's going on. So how about you, Steve, the voice White Walker? What do you have coming up?
Well, tomorrow night I'm going to be on Evil's Comics, and we're going to talk about the last couple of books of the Stephen King Dark Tower series. I think it's Evil Ground and Sofeld Lord Perth. So that'll be an interesting little discussion. It'll be a quick one because it's just 3 books. And after that, I don't really have much except for my Voices Choices, and I might get back to filming my hidden gems in my collection. I've still got 1 or 2 more boxes to go through.
Sounds 100. Good. Mark?
Apparently I'm going to be doing a show with Joe soon, a couple days from now, and on Christmas. And other than that, I got something coming up on Gary's channel, but that's in the new year in January.
Right.
Another record 1011 that I'm going to do. And other than that, nothing.
Cool. Chris says that you are going to be playing the part of Mr. Scrooge.
Just
How about you,
Mr. Andrews?
Anything on your schedule?
I mean, I'll be back here next week, assuming my internet site is going to work.
Good, because I don't have. I thought of this, and I don't have a lot of books. That's why I opened it up to everybody else. But you guys have terrific books.
I think we can cover for you. And then on January 2nd, I'm going to be Gary B when Gore Val's on. So I'll be there, and that's about it.
Yeah, Mark, did Gary ask you and me to do something, or was it?
Yeah, I think
it's talk about it.
Yeah, we're gonna have to talk about it, Joe, because it was something to do with, and I don't know.
Star Trek.
Yeah, it was to do with Star Trek, and I don't know if he was you or another Joe, but I think it's you.
I think no, it's me because he sent me a text.
Okay, so yeah,
I wasn't sure either when he said it.
Yeah,
you need to do a trek off.
Yeah, we're gonna do it.
Talk about it because I'm not sure if it's doable, but maybe we can.
It doesn't sound right. Trek off.
Trek off does not sound. No, let's not call it that.
Of some kind, but we have to figure it out.
But if it's Trek off, then we need a gun at some point that's got to shoot, and
Yeah, I don't think we should call it no. Let's call it. Stop saying that.
Stop saying Trek off.
Anyway, yeah, we'll need to talk about that, Joe, with Gary.
Right.
Oh my God!
Listen, I want to thank you guys. You guys are fantastic. You really make the show. If I was doing this by myself and it sucked, but once you guys came on, it's fantastic. So I probably should.
Then you can blame the rest of us.
Yeah, it sucks less.
All right, and I got to stop putting vodka in this thing. I mean, But anyway, I want to thank the chat and everybody that showed up, even you 6 people that have stayed until the end. The rest of you going over to DJ's channel, that's okay. All right. So so next week we're going to have another live show, and a week after that, hopefully we'll have a comic book crowd as well. All right. So thanks again, everybody, for showing up. If you're watching on the replay, I appreciate you. I hope you find the books to be interesting and are entertaining. All right. And if not, tune in anyway, because I could use the views. All right. Okay, guys. Take care. And we'll see you soon. All right. Bye-bye.
Good night.
Good night.